They told you the answer was simple. Work smarter, not harder. Multiple streams of income. Be your own boss. You believed them. That was your first mistake. It starts innocuously enough. You're sitting at your desk at the office, your real job, the one that pays rent, and somewhere between a passive-aggressive email from your manager and your third coffee of the afternoon, you feel it. That hollow, grinding sensation behind your sternum that tells you this isn't it, this can't be it, there has to be more. So you go home that evening and you open your laptop. You type something into the search bar you've typed 100 times before, but this time it's different. This time you mean it. How to make money online. The results flood in. Drop shipping, print on demand. Freelance writing, flipping NFTs, reselling sneakers, Amazon FBA, content creation, day trading, affiliate marketing. 100 doors, all of them glowing, all of them promising the same thing. Freedom. You pick one. It doesn't really matter which one. You pick it because it sounds manageable. It sounds like something you could do in the evenings, after work, before bed, on weekends. It won't interfere with your real job, you tell yourself. This is just something on the side. You buy a course, $67. You tell yourself it's an investment, not an expense. The guy selling it has good teeth and a ring light and a smile that belongs on the side of a bus. He talks fast and uses words like passive income and ecosystem and scaling. You watch all 12 modules in a week. You take notes on a yellow legal pad. You feel, for the first time in months, like you're moving. The first month, you work. You really work. You wake up 45 minutes earlier than you need to. You skip lunch at the office and use the break room alone, your earbuds in, watching tutorials on your phone. You come home at 6:30 and you don't sit down. You go straight to the laptop. You work until 11. You work until midnight. You tell yourself this is what successful people do. They sacrifice. They grind. They do what others won't. Your girlfriend notices. She's sitting on the couch in the dim apartment, the TV on something she's not really watching. She asks if you're coming to bed soon. You say, soon. That's the word you use every night now, soon. The numbers in those first few weeks are ugly. You spend money to make money. You spend money on a domain name, a logo, a Canva subscription, stock photos, an email marketing platform, software that automates something you don't fully understand, a virtual assistant on Fiverr who disappears after taking half your deposit. By the end of month 1, you've made $43 and spent nearly $400. You don't tell anyone. Month 2, you adjust your strategy. You've been in the Discord communities now, the subreddits, the Telegram groups. People are making it work. You can see it. One guy posts his revenue dashboard every week, $15,000. Another woman is running 3 Etsy stores and homeschooling her kids and still has time for yoga. You just haven't found your angle yet. That's all. The pivot is coming. You double down. You start a YouTube channel on top of everything else because someone tells you content is the engine of everything. The first video takes you 11 hours to produce. You film it in your bedroom, a ring light reflecting off the wall behind you. You edit it badly. You upload it. In 2 weeks, it gets 18 views, 3 of which are yours. You join more courses. Another $99, another $147. There's always a new method, a new platform, a new hack. Always a funnel to run, an audience to build, an offer to optimize. You are perpetually 3 steps away from the breakthrough. The breakthrough is always just over the next hill. At work, things begin to slip, small things at first. You arrive 5 minutes late on a Tuesday. You zone out in a meeting, nodding at the right moments by reflex, but your mind is somewhere else, running numbers, drafting emails, imagining the version of yourself that no longer has to be in this room. Your manager says something to you after the meeting. She uses the phrase present and engaged. You smile and say, of course, absolutely, you understand. You go back to your desk and stare at the screen for a long time. You haven't called your friends in 3 weeks. There are birthday messages you haven't replied to. A text from your brother asking if you want to grab a beer sometime. It sits unanswered. There's no malice in it, no intention. It's just that the hours you used to have don't exist anymore. Every free slot has been colonized. You have optimized your life within an inch of its margin. One night, it's a Wednesday, nearly 1 a.m. You are running an ad campaign. You've put $50 in. You need to make it back. You are staring at the metrics on the screen, the little graphs that haven't moved the way you need them to move. And your eyes are burning, and something in your chest feels like it's caving in. And you realize you can't remember the last time you felt rested. You close the laptop. You sit there in the dark for a while. You try to add up what you've spent, not just money, hours. Hours of your evenings, hours of your weekends, hours of your attention that used to go somewhere else. You start to calculate it and you stop because the number is becoming very large and you're not ready to look at it. The girlfriend has stopped asking when you're coming to bed. She doesn't say it in a cruel way. She just says good night from the hallway, and the door clicks shut and the apartment is quiet. The quiet has texture now. It presses against the sides of things. Month 4. You have made in total $112 across all your ventures. You have spent across courses and tools and ads and subscriptions and domains and software trials that rolled into paid plans without you noticing. Just over $2,000. You do not think of this as a loss. You think of this as education. You think of this as the price of the process. You repeat this to yourself like it means something. There's a guy online, you've been following him for a while. His name is something like Ryan or Chad or Brandon. He has a podcast and a newsletter and a 12-week program for $497. He posts about his morning routine. He wakes up at 5, he meditates, he reviews his goals. He calls this protecting his peace. His Instagram is a cascade of airports, laptops on beaches, tax forms with numbers circled approvingly in red pen. You watch one of his reels at 2 in the morning. He says, most people fail because they quit too early. The ones who make it are the ones who outlast everyone else. You hear this and something in your gut shifts in a way you don't immediately understand, because you've been saying that to yourself for 4 months, just a little longer, just a little more. Push through the dip, persist, and you've been sleeping 5 hours a night and hemorrhaging money, and your relationship is fraying at the edges, and your work performance is declining, and you are not, by any honest measure, any closer to freedom than you were when this started. But this man on the screen is gleaming. He is comfortable in a way that costs money to look. And the comment section is full of people saying, this is what I needed to hear, and motivation unlocked, and day 1 starts now. And you realize you've left that same comment before, on this exact kind of video, multiple times. You sit with that for a moment. You think about the course seller with the good teeth. You think about the revenue screenshots in the Discord. You think about the woman with the 3 Etsy stores and the yoga. And you start to really wonder, maybe for the first time, who exactly is making money here? Because here's the thing no one says out loud in the communities, the subreddits, the Telegram groups. The product was never the dropshipping store or the print-on-demand mugs or the affiliate blog. The product was you, the hoping, striving, course-buying, tool-subscribing, sleep-deprived version of you. The audience was never the customer. The audience was the inventory, the real side hustle, the one that actually scaled, the one that generated consistent passive income, the one that had the real margins, was selling the dream of the side hustle to people exactly like you. You feel sick, not a dramatic sick, a quiet one. The kind that sits heavy in the middle of you and makes everything else feel slightly tilted. You open your banking app. You scroll slowly through 4 months of transactions, courses, tools, ad spend, another course, a domain you forgot about, a subscription you meant to cancel, another course. The numbers are not catastrophic. They are not ruin, but they are real and they are there, and you made each one of them in the dark, late at night, alone, while something in your life quietly emptied out. You close the app. You look up at the ceiling of your apartment. The light is off. The glow is from the laptop. Somewhere in the building, a pipe runs water. You can hear it in the walls. You don't make a decision right now. That's not how it works. The end of something like this isn't a snap. It's a slow, heavy turning like a ship. But something has shifted. Something behind your eyes has changed its angle. In the morning, you get up and go to work. You arrive on time. You eat lunch with a coworker, someone you used to eat with before the side hustle era, and they tell you something that happened last weekend, and you actually listen. You actually laugh. It's a small thing. It is a very small thing, but on the way home, on the bus, you don't open your phone to check metrics. You look out the window. The city slides past in rectangles of orange light and smudged glass. People living their lives in all directions. You think about what you actually want, not the thing you were told to want. The real thing, underneath it all. You don't have an answer yet. But for the first time in a long time, you're asking the right question. And that's not nothing.